Okay, here we go. We're going to start. I'm going to be putting my shoes on. Believe it or not, the act of putting your shoes on, putting one leg in a pant, trying to stand up and all that might be a problem. We are going to start today's class in a chair. So get your little kitchen chair. And I always have my gloves. Just remember, gloves are very important. So let me create my space here. Okay, I think that's good. All right. See here, here's my shoes. So many people try to put on their shoes standing up, which is fine, but always have a safety net. What does that mean? A wall, a counter, a bed, a chair. Do you see what I just did? Number one, here's my kitchen chair. I have my 2-inch balance pad on my chair. Okay, I take a wide stance. Here's my shoes, hip hinge, and come into a little higher of a platform. Then I'm going to go like this. See this? Do you see what I just did? I opened my hip, took a big deep breath, dropped my shoulders. I hope you're doing this with me, even if you have your shoes on. And we go like this. Now, I can grab this, but guess what I can't do? I can't grab it if I'm going to round my back. So that's the very first thing you need to try to avoid. So I'm going to open back, this tightens, this lifts, and then you just put your ankle over the top of your knee. This right here is starting to wake up your hips, your lower back, but it won't do it if you're rounding. So see how I'm just holding my ankle right here, and I take my foot that I'm fixing to put my sock on, and I just do round. I just do circles, ankle circles. And every time you do an ankle circle, say rib cage up and lean back. Yeah, you're going to feel it right here. And if you put your hand here and just put a little tiny pressure on there and then pull it into your chest and do it a couple of times, oh my goodness, this is a pathway to give you better mobility, warming up, and not hurting your back. So I'm going to put my shoe on. And why is this so stiff for me? This is my knee replaced side. It does not bend like the other one. So I have to be very mindful. So those of you with knees replaced and or hips replaced, I'm telling you, I'm giving you the formula right now. Those of you who don't have those things and you don't want to have them, this is a good practice to follow. Okay, here's my little gloves. So what am I going to do? I haven't tied my shoe yet. I could open back. Number one, this starts contracting. Okay, it's firing because I just simply opened back. Then I'm going to lift my knee. I'm going to go just over my ankle. Now, some of you might have a trouble doing that. My goal is to get you to where you can do this. Okay, see that? So this one's much easier because this one's not as tight. This is my hip replaced side, not my knee. And I can manage it. See this? So I'm doing practical stuff here, you guys, in a real life situation with replaced joints. Then I just put my foot in there. And then I've done this kind of I did a push and a pull and an ankle circle. Sorry, I didn't point it out. Push and a pull. You should be feeling that through your hip. This is my hip replaced side. Ankle circle. Then I go wide and I hip hinge. Now remember, I'm 2 inches higher, okay? So as I come down here to tie my shoes, I hip hinge. And I'm down here and I'm feeling the stretch through my groin. This is an important move. Ugh. I'm telling you, groin, and you can do it as simply as this, coming through the middle to tie your shoes. However, I have told you this before, but I'm going to tell it again. If you hip hinge to come down here to tie your shoes so you don't round your back, and you come down into this move, you are going to feel it in your groin. Then you simply go to one side like I am right now, and then you go to the center, go as low as possible, but all bets are off. I hope you're hearing me. All bets are off if you rounded your back. Now, will we round our back? Sure we will, but not right now. Right now, I'm trying to wake up all my joints through my hip, inner thigh, back, yeah, knee, everything. And I can do it, I can only do it adequately, keeping my back extended. See that? I'm telling you, if you will do that move right there, forward and then back down, then turn to the side, turn to the side. I'm telling you, this will help and prepare your vertebrae, your hips, your knees, your inner thigh especially, which we hardly ever think about until it doesn't work well. So here I am. I'm going to take this seat out of here because I'm gonna stay in my chair to start warming up some moves. Okay, so I'm going to come here, bring that little pillow out from behind or from under me, get my little gloves on. Okay, so this is some very practical stuff. The stuff that you got to do. Everybody's got to move in some kind of a way, or you're not going to be getting out of bed, and you're not going to be getting out of a chair. So we've addressed already ankles, knees, ooh, way up in through here, into the gluteal. I know. Now we're going to go up through the flexors because we're going to work on them today. Do you see what I'm doing here? I'm just turning and putting my knee down. All right, now I'm going to move from this, get this portion, because I'm going to go to another portion in just a second. Following this, I'm starting to open here. So I'm going to come forward, tuck my chin. I'm going to come back until, so pretend I was right here standing by you. Now I just give you a little tap, see? I try not to be too hard. Maybe with Kathy, no, kidding, Kathy. Okay, look at my foot. Look at my foot. Yeah, I want to keep my toes flexed, even though they're in my shoes. I want to head my knee down, and then I want to tighten in, drop my shoulders, and then go back until I feel it start to talk right here. And it should be talking to you. The only reason it wouldn't be is if you rounded your back or you pulled your leg out here like this. Get that knee down. Hinge back, open. Take a breath, drop the shoulders and just relax into that. And you don't have to hold on to it forever. You can go forward and back. And sometimes just doing it a little bit will coax it to loosen up because you're addressing this tightness. Hip flexors. I know it. Just 3 times. Here we go. Forward and back. Okay. We haven't even started the shoulders yet, so stay with me. Okay. Take a breath. And see, I pulled this thing out from under me so I could slide around a little easier. Okay. So before I go to the other side, I'm just going to put my elbows right here. Drop my shoulders. Okay. Tuck in my chin. So I'm already getting my my good neck position. And I'm going to turn my neck. I'm going to turn my head so that my chin is just over the shoulder. I'm dropping my shoulders. Now we're going to round the top part. See how I'm lifting my shoulder blades up and pushing them back. So I'm opening and pushing back, and it rounds the top part of my back, not my lower back, okay? And I come forward, push my chest forward as I drop my shoulders. And then I do it one more time, and I turn my neck the other way. So I'm going to turn my neck, and I'm going to bring my shoulder blades open and my shoulders up to my ears. And I'm going to round the top part of my shoulders, but not my lower. And then I drop them and come down, and I got my chin over there on that side. Take a big deep breath. Yeah, just like that. Then I'm going to turn and look over my shoulder, turn and look over my shoulder, and just do, see how I'm pushing my elbow into my knee? As I look over my shoulder and drop the shoulder, tighten your tummy, take a big breath, drop those shoulders again. Okay, now push with your forearm right under your elbow against your knee, and then look. So this kind of mobility, as you're entering into higher movement planes, heavier weights, body weight, and you're getting into certain positions, this is very important. This right here, just what I've gone over right now in the process of putting my shoes on and being mindful about it, and now working through the lower back, through my shoulders, putting a little pressure into the knee as I turn my head, so that I put my chin down and I bring the chin over so that it's over to the shoulder. That right there is going to help you tremendously. Big breath. Yeah, now I'm going to go to the other side. Okay, so I already did this. Now I'm going to go this way. And I am not going to put my shoelaces on the ground. No, I want to really flex my toes here. Shoot that knee down. Take a big deep breath. And then give yourself a little punch right on the sternum. Tighten your tummy and go back. Go back until you feel that quad. And it should be talking to you. Once you hit it, take a breath. Don't do it too hard. And then release and come forward. And then we're going to do it again. Make sure the knee's heading down. Back. Here we go. Open back, open back, open back, open back. Drop your chin. Take a big breath. Come back forward. Third time. See how I'm dropping my chin and I'm keeping my knee down, and I'm really pushing through until I feel that right there. Then I come right back here. Now I'm gonna just see how my hip is working. See that? Here's the deal. I see all these, I'm sure you look at stuff that's being presented out there, and they're really capitalizing on, especially for seniors, chair workouts. Well, I'm telling you, that's all I did with senior community when I first hit Michigan in the 80s. But I'm telling you, when you're sitting, if you're sitting wrong, you're going to screw your back up. If you start doing all this lever move motion and you don't be mindful of what you're doing here. Open back, tighten in, then lift your knee. I know it. Then rotate, rotate, rotate until you feel this talk. Then come back in. Use your hand under here if you need to. Okay, then you rotate. See how I'm just bringing my sole of my foot, my ankle inside, then my ankle outside. But guess what my core is doing? Guess what my abdominal muscles are tight. My back is very extended. Then you pull it in. Okay. For those of you who have a little bit of arthritis, or you've had your hip replaced or knee replaced, this kind of rotation, very important. However, if you don't get this right, open, drop your shoulders, breath, then bring the knee up. Now turn that ankle out. And if you have tightness, We're going to hit it. Okay, and then you bring that ankle in. But this is working. Take a breath. Bring the knee up. Put your hands under here if you need to. But what you can't do is round your back. You cannot. And that's what's not emphasized. And I see it all the time. So you got to be careful when you start throwing your levers around, your legs and your arms. This is your core. Get that right. Okay. Open back. Drop the shoulders. Breath. Bring the other knee up. And so I see a lot of moves from the chair where they bring both knees up together. Big problems because of the aforementioned issues. If you need to, if you feel like this is getting a lot here, take a breath, put your hands under, but don't round your back, don't. Then turn that knee out and the ankle in. Take a breath, bring it to neutral and go out with it. So this is my hip replace side. So bring the knee up again and then come down. Then hip hinge forward. Then go back. Okay, don't create so much negative tension in here without releasing it. Okay, then you go back to your 90-90. Look at this. See, I'm going to turn and I'm going to go like that. And I'm telling you, you can do this on the floor. You can do it in your bed. You can do it in a chair anytime. So you need to be able to move freely. So whether you've had your joints replaced, you've got arthritis, I'm telling you, doing it from a chair can be very beneficial. But there's a big if in there. If you're willing to be aware of what you're doing here in your posture lineup, okay? Now let's take it one step further. Let's lean back, okay? And let's take our arms. We haven't really opened our shoulders yet. And I'm thinking Kay's here, but I'm not sure. This is for her. Open back. Bring your hands up, just kind of like, you know, you're holding your hands up. Okay? Bring the thumbs back. Open through here until you feel it. Okay? Then bring those elbows just to the shoulder, right there. Now rotate. And bring your hands into a palm down position. Drop your shoulders. See? This is working. My back is working. Woo! Take a breath and come back down. Take a breath and come back down. See how I'm opening at the hip? I'm not lifting my knee specifically. I'm opening at the hip and just letting my knee float. See this? Now we bring those arms in. So you're going to press down and look at my elbows. They're up, but my shoulders are down. Okay, bring the hands up. This is ready position right here. Drop your shoulders. Stay with me. Stay with me. Drop your shoulders. I know. Take a breath. Open at the hip. Now the leg comes up, but we rotate down. See that? And we come back up and we rotate down. So do that together now. Being very conscious of what you're doing with the midsection. Your tummy, your back extensors. Okay, when you come here to palm down, your elbow stays up, but your shoulders depress. They stay down. Okay? Open and then come down. And then open. Big breath and come down. Now we're talking loading. Okay? And we're using our platform instead of being the floor, it's the chair. Okay? Take a big breath. So if I came into your room right now and you're doing this with me, I would come right over to you and I would run my hand right here. As you go back, and then I put my hands here. Okay? So I'm right here. Lift them up. Bring them down. Lift them up. Drop your shoulders. Bring them down. Get ready. We're fixing to change something here. So you get this good. Make sure your elbow is at the shoulder height. Bring it down. Stay with me. Big breath. Open. Now right here, right here, right here. You just act like you're pushing on the gas. Yeah, push on the gas and go out there until it starts shaking. And then come back up. I know it. Drop your shoulders. Open. Hands up. Bring that leg up. And now what are we going to do? Tromp on the gas. That's it. We just tromp on the gas until it starts to shake. It will shake. If you keep it up there high enough, then come back down. How many can you do? Let's do one more like that. Okay, put your hands down. I know. Shoulders roll out. Anytime you need to take a break, if it's getting too much tension for you, always take a break. Push it one more second, or 10 more seconds, or 3 more seconds. And then come down, take a breath, and go right back. So here we go. Hands up. See, my elbow is at my shoulder. See that? I'm going to open. I'm going to keep my back very extended. This is tight. Don't hold your breath. Then as I come down, my leg comes up. And then I come back. And my leg comes up. And I take a big breath because I'm going to go tromp on the gas. So here we go. Right here. Tromp the gas until this starts to shake. Let it shake for 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006. Bring it up, bring it down. Keep those hands up. Take a breath, drop your shoulders. Open, tight, tight, tight. Back is very extended. And then tromp on the gas until it starts to shake a little bit. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006. Bring it up and bring it down. Now, just think about this. I'm not telling you to do it. If you put all those parameters in place and you went back, everything's good, you've got the shaking going on. What if you had 5 pounds on the ankle right now? Just think about it. I'm not telling you to do it. I'm just showing you what can happen. You can do this really well, or you can do it very poorly, is the point. Okay, so here I am now. I've addressed quad. I'm going to address quad again because I'm going to go from a sit down to a stand up, which is absolutely a foundational move. Then I'm going to address the back muscles of the leg and the gluteal a little more. Okay, and then we're going to get into the shoulder too. So I'm going to come forward just like that. See, I want to do this with no help. If you wanted to make it more challenging, just go like this. This would be number 1 challenge. This would be more of a challenge, okay? This is the least challenging. So if you have friends that have a hard time, or if you have a hard time standing up from a seated position, especially a low seated position, this is your secret weapon. Drop your shoulders, take a breath, put the V right here, press into it with your shoulders down, tight tummy. You're going to go wide and you're going to push into the heels. And you're going to get up on your own steam. Right here and right here. Breath. Yeah? You got it? That's what I want you to do. Okay? And then if you can do it here or here, good. Good for you. Here we go. Hip hinge. We're going to come down. We're going to hover or hover. And I'm just barely down, sitting down. I'm going to go 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, and I'm going to stand up. Okay? So I'm going to stand up much quicker. So if you can remember this, stand up quicker, go down slower. That's all. You can do counts, you can do all that kind of stuff. That's the basic formula if you want to keep your quads. So here I am. Take a breath. I'm going to go here. Or I'm going to go here, or I'm going to go here, okay? So you get to choose. Hip hinge, shoulders down, breath, and I'm going to hover, and I'm going to hang out down here. I'm going to hang out down here, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1,005, 1,006. And then I'm going to push through my heels and come up. I'm going to squeeze my gluteals. Yes, you have to choose to squeeze them because you will use all kinds of other muscles to get you up. Okay, 2 more of these. Push back. Keep your chin tucked. Go into your heels. Keep your hands in or out, whichever you'd like, but almost sitting, but not sitting. 1,001. Drop your shoulders. 1,002. Breathe. 1,004. 1,005. 1,006. And push through the heels and come back up. Big breath. One more. One more. Hip hinge. Breath. Go down slower. Come down, 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 down. Hold it. 1,001, 1,002, 1,003, 1,004, 1,005, 1,006. Sit. I know it. I fooled you. Go ahead and sit. Yeah. Breath. Okay. Here we go. We're going to stand up, and then we're going to attack the back leg muscles. Drop those shoulders. Use your little secret weapon or not. Do it as hard as you want to. So I'm going to push. I'm going to shine my taillights. And here's where I transfer my thinking. I'm going to transfer my thinking to pushing through the heels. That is the other secret weapon. So you're here, push through the heels, and you come up. 1, 2. Then you go down slower. Okay. Now I'm just going to turn. Again, you can do this next one from a wall, from a counter, from a bed, or from the chair. Okay? I'm going to go from the counter. Some of you are doing this at your kitchen counter. Some of you are doing it, at the bedside. Somewhere where you can put your hands on a wall. Okay? So once you've done that, I'm going to squeeze my gluteal and put my toe down. That's it. That's it. Then I'm going to push back away from my chair or your counter or your wall. And I'm going to put 1 finger, okay, from each hand. 1 finger. I'm not gripping it. If I needed to grip it, it's there. But it's going to go 1 finger. I've shifted my weight. I am pushing into my whole foot with my knee soft. Okay? So you got to have those parameters. Drop your shoulders, breath, squeeze the gluteal, toe, right there, toe, and then bend the knee a little bit and bring it up. See the knee is bent just a little bit, and I come up, and then I open, and then I bring it back in. And you're going to feel this powerfully right here. Okay, 1 finger, unless you need to grip, that's okay. If you have to grip, drop your shoulders, breath, toe, squeeze the gluteal, drop your shoulders, bend the knee just a little. You're right up there, and then you go straight and you bend. And then you go straight and then you bend. And then you go straight and then you bend. And you can drop the whole foot if you want to. Breath, pull, breath, pull. And you should feel it back here too on the supporting leg, but you're going to lift, squeeze the gluteal, pull that heel in, and then come back down. Try to get anywhere from 4 to 8, 6 to 10. See how my knee is soft? Breathe. Big breath. Here we go. Toe, lift, bend the knee a little. Then bring it in, bring it out, bring it up. Breath. And 1 more. Breath. And back in. Okay. You should have felt it over on the supporting leg a lot. That's what I'm going for. Okay. When we start to pick up weight today, and we will pick up weight, I want you to remember some of these moves. Okay. It really matters the angle, the line that you go at some of these moves in. And a lot of people just, they don't want to think about this. They just want to dance. And I love dancing for people to do. However, if you don't get some of these moves in your back pocket, you ain't going to be dancing. Okay, that's the simple fact of it. Okay, so here it is. See my fingers? Here's my counter. It could be my chair, could be a wall. I'm going to shift everything to the other leg now. This was my lift leg. Now this is going to be my stability leg. Drop the shoulders, breath, soft, knee, one finger, one. Then I'm going to put the toe back. You're at the toe. Tighten. Again, the minute you put your toe back, many of you locked this leg. Don't do it. Okay, so this is my hip replace side. So I really am desperate to keep those muscles good there. So I'm over there. I'm dropping my shoulders all the time, taking a breath, toe. Get ready. Now, before you do anything on the lift, you gotta squeeze the gluteal, okay? So drop your shoulders, squeeze the gluteal, release the toe, bend, bring the heel in a little, and then go back out. So it's a lift, bend. So you're putting the heel into, like you're trying to touch your butt. You're not, of course, going to. So pull up. So you got to get that lift and then act like you can bring the heel in. Drop your shoulders. Now open it. So a little tap down. Here we go. Breath. Bend the knee in. Open. Back down. Tight tummy. Here we go. Pull, 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 pull. You should be feeling this in that hamstring now. Your gluteal is so tight. Breath. Pull. Drop your shoulders. Breath. Get that heel in and then bring it back out and down. Keep your knees soft. Breath. Pull it back in, back down. Here we go. Lift. Pull it back in and down. Just two more, just two more. Here we go. Breath. Lift. Pull the heel in. Keep your gluteal very tight. Okay, last one. Here we go. Pull, 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 pull. And back down. Put that leg down. You should have felt that in those hamstrings, especially the lifting one. You'll feel it in the other one. I don't feel it as intense in the hip replace side, but I could feel it. And it is so important for us to address these, especially when you have a hip replaced or a knee replaced. Okay, so I'm going to come back to square one. So I'm right here. Going to bring my little balance pad down. Okie dokie. Got my hands here. Let's pretend we don't have a bar. We don't have anything, right? I'm just going to bring my hands right here. I'm just going to bring them up to the top of the head. I'm just going to bring them out, okay? And I'm going to bring them back up and go a little further, okay? Then I'm going to come down behind my head with a pretend pole. Yeah. And I'm going to go way out and swoop around. Bring it right back up to here. Okay, get ready with me. Get ready for me. Here we go. Drop your shoulders. Yes. Breath through your nose. Yes. Grounded on all four corners of my feet. Yes. Soft knees. Yes. I'm going to come up as far as I feel I can over the head. I'm going to pretend I have a pole. I'm going to bring that pole behind my head. Okay, I'm coming down here. I'm coming down here. Whenever I think I can't go any more with that pole, I'm going to swoop down and around. All right, just three of these, So coming right back up. Big breath. Here's the pole. Bring it back behind your head. Back behind your head more. Back behind your head more. You can't go any more. Then you're going to swoop down and around. Yeah, just like that. Now take one hand and go back. Bring it right in here. Bring the other hand and go back. You're turning from the belly button now. You're staying grounded, your knees are soft, your hands are here. And when I take one hand back, I want you to turn around the belly button. Yeah. So act like I'm right here in front, right by you. And I'm putting my hand right here, giving you a high five and pushing it. Just a little, then come back around. Take the other one. Here we go. Bring it back. Turn around the belly button. Stay grounded. Don't lift your heels. Push. I'm giving you a high five. Push, 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 push. And then come back around. Yes. All right. Big breaths. Shoulders are moving back and forth. Shoulder to ear, shoulder to ear, shoulder to ear, shoulder to ear. So we did our up and our over. We did our 90-90. We did variations of a cat-cow. I'm going to act like I'm standing right here. And I'm just going to go back. And I'm going to come back in. And I'm just going to go back. And I'm going to come back in. Okay, I want to show you something here if you'll stick with me. So you're standing here. Good stance. Chin is tucked. Drop your shoulders. Tighten. Just brace. Okay? You don't want to hold your breath. Soften the knees. And then you do a step back. Okay? I'm giving you a little tip here, a trainer's tip on how to have better motion and not trip. If this is just a natural lineup, here we go. Take a breath, other leg, just gonna slip back. And you know what some of you did just now? The minute I did this and I slid my leg back, some of you took your toe out. So, big breath, drop your shoulders, soften, tighten, slip that toe back, but keep it straight. So this is a backward lunge motion, okay? And it's getting you in place to do a big mobility move. And I'm positioning myself right here by my chair for a reason. Okay, I'm gonna draw my shoulders, I'm gonna tighten, just brace. Yeah, breath, shift, and bring that leg back. And you might have noticed, I don't know if you're able to see me that close, but every time I do this move, I go back a little bit further, just maybe a couple inches, maybe 1 inch. So breath, drop your shoulders, hip hinge, soft knee, shift, slip that leg back further without losing your balance. Now, of course, you have a chair, you have a pole, you have a wall. Always have a safety net so that you can right yourself if you need to. But when you go from this kind of a slip back a little further, little further, little further, you're doing a step back lunge, a backward lunge. Then you move right straight down. So this is strength, loading, body weight loading, mobility, all wrapped into one. And I did a step-by-step progression to get you into this. And you see how I'm dropping with my knee? See how I'm dropping? Here's the chair. If I need to go back a little more, I can. But I don't want to go all the way down and just tap my knee. Don't put pressure on it, just tap it and then come back into that position. This move, y'all, this move. Everything I did leading up to this, what was leading up to this move, right here. Drop your shoulders, take a breath. You don't have to put pressure on your knee on the ground if it bothers you. Just lightly tap down, try to get down that far is my point. I have my chair here. If I lean in to hang on to something, I lean in from my hip. I don't bend my back. And then correct your stance. You may have to go back a little bit further. You come down slowly, smoothly. Tighten your tummy. Take a breath. Come up. Exhale. Okay? Listen, if you did some warm-ups, like we did to begin with, and you got into this move, and you were able to do 10, and then start to add another 10, but at first, just focus on doing 10 of these. Just move into the floor, barely tap, and then come back up. See, I want to use those muscles in a real functional way. This is functional training, right? What I'm doing here is taking moves that we would typically do without thinking about it, before we had an injury, before we had our birthdays, etc. And I'm easing you into this going down positioning. See this? Take a big breath. Hip hinge. Use your hand gently if you use it at all. If you can do this whole thing for a set of 10 without using something, it's there if you need it. So I'm using it, yeah, because when you have joints replaced, you are going to be more unstable. That is the fact. I'm doing everything I need to do, or as much as I can possibly do, to help me stabilize my joints. How is that done? By doing these kinds of harder moves. Yes, strength work, yes, doing carries, all that, but we're moving. And we're having to we're needing to guide our muscles into an up-down position in a wide open stance, in a back lunge, coming down, tapping, coming up. Okay, I'm gonna do one more on this leg. Take a breath. If you lean in from the hip, and then you come up and you come back down. Then you bring that leg forward. Do you like how I snuck you into that? Okay, I'm gonna turn around because I wanna be on this side so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay, now it's gonna be the opposite leg. So this was my leg that went back. This was my leg forward. Now I'm gonna do the opposite, okay? I'm gonna come this way. And this leg is gonna go back. Big breath, and I'm gonna come down. And I'm gonna just barely tap here. Drop my shoulders, take a breath. Lean in, push into your feet. So I'm right there. Then I'm gonna come back down. Breath. I'm gonna press, come back up. Come back down. Tap. And I'm gonna go up again quicker. I'm gonna come down much slower. 2, 3, 4. Take a breath. And if you have replaced knees and or replaced hips, and you have one side versus the other side, yes, you're gonna feel it differently. But this kind of motion with very little help, lean in, don't jump, don't use momentum, squeeze your muscles. Breath, squeeze the front, push into the foot, push into the back foot. Use your muscles. It's a 1, 2 up, and then it's a 1, 2, 3, 4 down. Take a breath, drop your shoulders. Exhale, 1, 2. Then come down as you inhale. 2, 3, 4. So use 1, 2, or 3 fingers. Breath, drop your shoulders. Come up, push into those feet. Then come back down. 2, 3, 4. Take a breath. Press into the feet. Don't hop. Squeeze the muscles. And if you can only go part way, great. If you only go to here and then come back, that's great. Do it. You need to feel those muscles though. Take a big deep breath. 2 more. Here we go. 1, 2. Now 1, 2, breath. 3, 4. Big breath. Press. 1, 2, up. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Take a big breath. Exhale and come up and come in with that leg. You should be feeling this. It should be zinging right now. I know it. I know it. Okay. Big breath. Here's my weights. I know you have them. All right. We focused on Friday with lightweight to medium weight. We're going to start at a medium and go a little heavier. Okay. Big breath. Here we go. I'm picking up a 12. And I'm going to pick up a 12. You get to pick up whatever you want. We're going to do a number of things with a medium weight. So medium could be anywhere from 6 to 12. And then I go into 15, 18 for the heavier choice. If that helps you pick your weights. But hey, it doesn't matter what weight, you think. The point is, what can you lift safely? Pushing it just a little. So here I am, and I'm going to take a normal stance. All right, let me turn to the side so you see what I'm doing. I am going to be my chair. If there's those of you out there that want to sit on a chair and do this, that's great. Do it. I'll stand in front of the chair in case I need to sit down. Okay. But I am going to be the chair or the frame. So I'm right here in this position, and I'm going to pull. And I'm going to pull. I'm not going to do it fast. When I get here, I'm going to take a breath, drop my shoulders, pull my shoulder blades in. Come back down, take a breath, push into the heels, pull. Exhale, breath. Roll those shoulder blades in. Breath. Keep your chin tucked. Breath. Into the heels. Breath. Pull. Big breath. Breath. Go. Breath. Shoulder blades in. Breath. Shoulder blades. Okay, 2 more. Okay, 1 more. Heels. And come up. Down. Squeeze your gluteals. I know. Push into the heels. Squeeze. Bring the shoulders to the ears. And while you're doing this one, I want you to bring in your palm, I want you to curl the weight into the palm. So you're going to curl it in, bring the shoulders up, then you're going to release it. Now they're hanging at your fingertips. Okay, drop your shoulders, pull and pull, and then drop down and release. Take a big breath. Now, if you wanted to make this harder, more challenging, I'm not telling you to do this, but I'm saying if you're standing on this spongy platform, you're going to have to work your feet a lot harder, okay? So if I'm standing on a spongy platform, just like this, and I'm pushing into my feet, and I bend, and I come down into this, down for a bent over row. I'm going to pull my shoulder blades in, then I'm going to drive my elbows up. Then I'm going to release and open at the top of the shoulder blades. And you're pushing all over the place with your feet. And then you're coming down. So it's about the shoulder blades, pull, back down and back down. Breath, pull, and back down and back down. Push into those feet. And back down and back down. Take a breath. Pull and pull. Back down and back down. Pull and pull. And back down and back down. And pull and pull. And back down and back down. Then I'm going to push into the heels. I'm going to come up here. I'm going to step one foot off. Okay. I'll be right here. I'm going to pull those heavier weights right here and bring them right up to the shoulders and come back down. So this is your classic bicep curl. You're going to come right up, take a breath, bring it back down. Take a breath, exhale, you bring it up, keep that back leg bent, keep the front leg bent. You're just pulling and pulling, and you're gonna come down and come down. You're gonna drop your shoulders. You're gonna breath, exhale, bring it in. Yeah, take a big breath, pull, bring it back down. Okay, stay with me, stay with me. We just got about 3 more to go, okay? Come back down. I said about. I just want Kathy to hear me. Here we go. Up, 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 up. Press and come back down. Okay, one more. Here we go. Pull. See, that was good. Now turn. Yeah, just turn right to here. See, like you're going to do a hammer. But instead of going down, I'm going to come up. But here's the deal. You got to see your elbows. Big breath. Big breath. 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 You got to see your elbows. Just 2 more. 1 more. Bring it back down. Bring it back down. Okay, step that leg off. Put the other leg up. Yeah. Drop your shoulders. I know. Now you're going to curl. You're going to do a bicep curl. So I'm going to come right here, pull it right to here. I'm going to go back down. I'm just going to do 4. And then I'm going to start the second move. So I'm going to go pull, come back down, take a breath, drop your shoulders, bend the knees, pull, exhale. Bring it back down. Okay, one more. Here we go. Breath, exhale. Okay, and just turn into a hammer curl. Soften your knees, soften your knees. Breath, bring it up and come back down. You gotta see your elbows. Gotta see your elbows. Breath, gotta see your elbows. Breath. Yeah, one more. And back down and back down. Nice. Shoulders to the ears. Bring them back down. Shoulders to the ears. Bring them back down. Shoulders to the ears. Bring them back down. Now stay with this weight. Just gonna check to see where we're at. Big breath. All right. We started this session in the chair. And I showed you how I prepped you to one of the best moves I could give you on functionality. Backward step lunge into a runner stretch. Yeah. And then functionally, we stood up and back down, worked into shoulder work. Now I'm right here at my chair. I got my weights. See? I'm going to bring it right here. I'm going to hip hinge and come back down. See that? Now, some of the best things you can do is carefully, with pretty good amount of weight, a load, do a sit to stand. So let's do 2. And then I'm going to finish with our shoulders and back. Okay? So drop your shoulders. I'm going to hip hinge. I'm carrying an extra 24 pounds now, right? So you're carrying whatever you picked up. And see, you're not using your hands. So as I hip hinge forward, I'm going to take a breath. Then I'm going to think specifically about pushing into my heels, dropping my shoulders. Breath. So here I go. Breath, heels, tight tummy, and come up. Bring those weights up, and then go up. And then come down, and sit down. And watch the way you might drift. Okay, nothing fast. It's all very smooth. We're just going to do a couple of these. Hip hinge, breath, Exhale. Then bring the weights in. Bring the weights up, down, down, and down. Breath. One more. Hip hinge. Breath. Pull. And back down and back down. Now I'm going to bring myself into a row position where I am going to use the chair. I'm going to drop my shoulders, drop my chin, breath, exhale, drive the elbows back and the shoulders together. Then open and bring them down. So, all over again. Drop the shoulders, breath, pull, bring those shoulders together, bring them back down. A couple more. Drop the shoulders, pull those shoulders together and come back down. Did I say one more? Pull it in and then come down and come down. Okay. With your load, you don't put your load out in front of you. You keep it close to you. So you can either have it here or you can have it here. It's whatever you want to do or a combination. So pushing your butt back, drop your shoulders, breath, exhale, release the butt, and you're up. And then you just take a look at your surroundings and do a little bit of an ambulation. And a pattern of around a circle. See, I just went around my little pad there. And I just glance with my eyes. I just glance with my eyes. Where am I going? Then I could put them right here. And I could step over that pad and back down. Okay, and I have to have very good posture. Keeping my chin tucked, glancing with my eyes only. Okay, you can step and then down. Take a breath and rack those weights. Encourage you to put those weights all the way up because you wouldn't want somebody to come over there and pick them up. Only you. It's a safety fixture. Well, it hurt me more than you guys. It did. Okay, did a good job. Let's see. Record. Stop recording. Yes.